Kweku, Mensah, Jato, and Tobi walk through the school gates, their laughter echoing in the air. Their camaraderie shines, a bond forged in youthful exuberance. Those were the days. Little did they know what was coming. Laughter echoes as the four friends walk across the school compound. Kweku asks, "Tobi, you are buying us bread and beans after prep, right?" Mensah remarks, "Tobi, you have such an easy life as a day student." Jato affirms, "Tobi never breaks a promise. You can always count on him." Tobi's face radiates pure joy as he announces his upcoming birthday party. He promises free food, music, and drinks. Kweku, Mensah, and Jato erupt in cheers, their faces reflecting uncontainable excitement. In the dimly lit living room, shadows dance as Tobi fidgets, his anxiety palpable. Across from him, Mother's gaze is a mixture of worry and determination, the silence amplifying the unspoken. The weight of unspoken tension fills the room, each breath a heavy reminder of the looming confrontation. Sunlight fills Tobi's home, illuminating dust motes as Tobi stands, shifting nervously. Tobi's mother gestures towards the armchair. "Tobi, sit down. I need to talk to you." "Ma, everything okay?" Tobi asks, his voice laced with concern. Tobi's mother reveals the harsh truth. "Your uncle in Kumasi lost his job. Things are tight now. I know you talked about a birthday party, but my son, we can't afford it." Tobi's heart sinks. "But I already told my friends. I can't go back on my word, Ma. They'll think I lied." Tobi looks down, a storm of doubt brewing behind his eyes. If they're really your friends, they'll understand. He stares blankly ahead, lost in thought. Kweku, Mensah, and Jato, dressed impeccably, gather in their room. Kweku checks his watch, his concern deepening. "It's past 7. Where's Tobi? He said the party was at 6. Mensah's frustration fills the room as he paces restlessly. "This guy tricked us. We even told the juniors to hold our spots in the dorm. Wasted time." Jato slumps in his seat, a picture of dejection, muttering, "We wore our best clothes for nothing. Is this some joke?" Mensah clenches his fist, declaring, never trusting him again. He pleads, "I never break a promise. Please." The three friends exchange disappointed glances. Tobi's absence hangs heavily in the room. The boarding house buzzes with activity as students ready themselves for the day, yet a palpable tension hangs in the air. Kweku, Mensah, and Jato walk together, their steps measured, their silence heavy with unspoken words. They avoid each other's gaze, each lost in thought, the air thick with the weight of broken trust. In the vibrant chaos of the school hallway, Tobi's nervous approach signals an impending confrontation. Tobi approaches the group, his unease palpable. Tobi begins, "Guys, I'm really sorry about Saturn." Kweku gestures dismissively, a blend of understanding and impatience in his eyes, as he says, "No need, bro. We get it. Plans change." The silence screams louder than any argument, a heavy blanket of unspoken disappointment suffocating the room. Mensah breaks the tense quiet with a sharp jab. "Yeah. Next time, maybe don't hype things you can't do." The air crackles with unspoken accusations as Jato rises, his gaze burning into Tobi. Jato's voice cuts through the silence. "You made us look like fools, Tobi." Tobi's face twists in pain, a storm of hurt and frustration raging in his eyes. He struggles, his voice barely a whisper. "It wasn't like that. Something happened at home. I couldn't." Mensah stands, his posture rigid, as unspoken accusations fill the air. Mensah speaks, his voice tight with restrained emotion. "You could have told us." The silence is heavy, the air thick with unspoken words. Tobi breaks the silence, his voice barely a whisper. "I was ashamed." Sunlight streams into the quiet prep hall, illuminating dust motes as Kwame, Mensah, and Jato gather, their faces a canvas of hope and trepidation. The dorm matron watches from a distance, her gentle gaze reflecting a deep understanding of the boys' unspoken feelings. Anticipation hangs heavy, a shroud of unspoken regret filling the air. Jato stands, his body tense, his eyes reflecting the weight of their shared burden. Jato stands, his voice trembling with emotion, as he reads Tobi's letter aloud to the silent hall. "To the boys who became my second family, I know I hurt you," Jato reads, his voice cracking with each word. "I made a promise I couldn't keep, and I didn't have the courage to tell you why," Jato continues, his voice barely above a whisper. "That day, my mom told me we didn't have money for even rice," Jato reveals, his voice heavy with the weight of Tobi's confession. "I was embarrassed. I didn't know how to say it without feeling small. I miss our laughs. I miss you guys," Jato reads, his voice thick with unshed tears. "Maybe one day, you'll understand." "Tobi," Jato concludes, the final words hanging in the air as each boy grapples with a mix of guilt and understanding. Kweku speaks, his voice laced with regret. "We didn't even ask. We just judged him." Mensah responds, his voice heavy with sorrow. "And he was the most loyal among us." The dorm matron nods, her expression a silent promise of understanding and unwavering support. Tobi sits alone beneath a large tree, a picture of forlorn solitude amidst the bustling school field. He is lost in thought, seemingly detached from the lively energy of his peers. The quiet atmosphere mirrors his profound sense of isolation. Kweku, Jato, and Mensah approach Tobi with gentle steps, their faces etched with concern and understanding. Kweku calls out softly, "Tobi." The school field is bathed in the warm glow of the setting sun, casting long shadows as Kweku, Jato, and Mensah gather around Tobi. Kweku breaks the silence with a playful reminder. "You still owe us that party, you know." Jato chimes in, offering a gesture of camaraderie. "But this time, well, bring the food." Mensah adds to the promise with a hopeful request. "You bring the music, and maybe your mom's famous groundnut soup." Tobi seals their renewed bond with a single, affirmative word. Deal.